My business almost went out of business when I started my business because I didn't have one thing that's so important to business. And that's a crystal clear message. Hey, I'm Michael DeLon, founder of Paperback Expert. And in the early days of our company, I was trying to attract the attention of my audience. But my message was not very clear and compelling. It was pretty bland, and it kind of blended in with everything else. And it was really hard to capture the attention and get people to talk with me. So I did some work, and we came up with a message that then captured their attention. That message is create your book without writing a word. And what I found is that message caused my audience to stop in their tracks and turn their heads and look and engage with me. And from that point, I started diving into the clear message of all of my clients. And what I found is that every business owner has a story to tell, but you're just not telling it. You think it's boring and bland and nobody is interested in your story. What I'm here to tell you is that your story is very powerful, and it will connect to the heart of your audience. It will separate you from everybody else, and your competitors can't compete against your story. So, case in point, we had an attorney come to us down in Florida. He's the David against two really big Goliaths in his market. And he had a compelling story that we discovered through a conversation. He'd never told it to anybody. And so he was heading to the professional baseball league as a pitcher. He was in college at that time, threw his arm out, then killed his baseball career, killed his college career, and he ended up pivoting, finishing college, getting a law degree. Now he's a personal injury attorney. So instead of going on TV in the morning show like he was doing or marketing online, saying, I'm a personal injury attorney, I can help you with your case. That's what the big boys do. That's what everybody says. What we did is we took that story and created a compelling message for him. When we published his book is When Life Throws You a Curveball, What to Do When You've Been in a Serious Accident. Now, what he can go on TV and say, hey, if you've been in an accident or have an injury because you got hit by a curveball, I understand. Life threw me a curveball, and I'm here to help you. That message is crystal clear to his audience because they've all been thrown a curveball in life. It resonates with him because he got thrown a curveball, plus he was a pitcher. It just all starts tying together to give him a message that's clear and compelling, and that's different from all of his competitors. That message has helped him to grow his business and impact hundreds of lives. You have a story like that. You have a message, but if you're like most of the prospects and clients I talk with, you're just not telling it. You haven't discovered it yet, and you sound like everybody else. If you are telling people, I'm a personal injury attorney, that's not a compelling message. That puts you on the category ladders way at the bottom. You're coffee bean. You're marketing like everybody else. You have to discover your crystal clear message. You have one. It's inside of you, and we can help you discover that message, craft it into a compelling message so that your audience will resonate with it, and you'll start attracting more clients because they'll connect with you more deeply, more emotionally. And always remember, marketing, life is all emotion, right? We make decisions emotionally. Then we find the logic to back up what we want to do. And so whether you're a attorney who used to be a baseball player, or whether you're a home inspector who on the side is a referee, and so we took his stories and combined his passions of being a high school football referee and his job of being a home inspector and created the official guide to home inspections, and we branded Chris Perry as America's home inspection referee. Now that is a unique message. It's crystal clear to his audience, and it gives him an edge. In fact, separates him by a long shot from all of his competitors. He can charge higher fees because of who he is, and it allows him to have better conversations with his referral partners, his clients, and his prospects. You have a compelling story to tell. We would love to help you tell that story. If you are struggling in business, if you're not attracting the number of leads that you really think you should be, if you're not closing sales, if you're competing and losing, reach out. Let's have a conversation, because I believe we can help you discover the story that's hidden inside of you and create that to be a crystal clear message. And when you get that and you take that out to the world through your marketing channels, everything starts to change. I'd love the opportunity to talk with you and discover your crystal clear message. Reach out. Let's talk about that and how possibly we could even help you create your book without writing a word.